Hello, vinyl community. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone had a great New Year. I did. It was quiet. It was surrounded by family, bunch of love, and making memories. It's just Prog Rock Tommy Edward here with another vinyl update. Before I started to go back to work in the first week of January, when I was off for a few more days, I got in the mood of trading. And so I took some stuff and went up to one of my favorite record stores to trade to, End of an Ear here in Texas. And I also picked up a CD as well as part of my trade. So I'd like to do a short video and show you those things, but I'm going to start off with some of the things I started playing at the beginning of the new year. And these are not new, but one of the albums that I started off playing this year was Gong. And I believe it's Espresso 2. But this album right here has one of my favorite all-time guitar player, Allan Holdsworth. I hope I said that right. My copy is on the nice blue Virgin label. So it's one of the ones that I started listening to as I brought in the new year, or what do you know, as some say, my first spin of the new year. That was one of them. Another one was an album that I picked up a couple of summers ago, Dire Straits. Communique. I'm not sure how you say that, but this is one of my favorite albums by them on the famous Warner Brothers label. Mark Knopfler, one of my favorite guitar players. And another spin of the new year was going back to the 70s with this one of his classics, Billy Joe Street Life Serenade. It's one of my favorite old school Billy Joe albums on the red Columbia. Don't understand what looks like a bull on it, on the label. You know, so I have a few Billy Joe albums that have that on there. I don't know if that was another label, what do you call it, in joining together Columbia. But that's my copy. It's one of my favorite albums. So I started hearing that at the beginning of the new year. Now, as I mentioned, these are the things that I traded for. Some new prog rock stuff. One of the things that I picked up on CD that I like is the guitar player of Ashra Temple. And it's Montague Goshishing. I hope I said that right. I don't mean to offend anybody. But I picked this up on CD. And I've been playing it and really enjoying a lot of his work. He is one of my favorite musicians. Now, I didn't get into Ashra Temple. I haven't been a fan like for years and years. I got into him about maybe 3 years ago, but I've been picking up some of their stuff and then enjoying a lot of his solo work. One of the items that I did trade for, and it came with it, this album right here is one of my favorites right now. It's Circus 1. This album, this is a reissue. This album originally came out, from what I read, in 1971. It's a good album, psychedelia, spacey at times, but it also came with this really cool 45, and with this cool picture. Disc 45, nice little booklet. Haven't had a chance to read it, but well, from what I take, these are a couple of demos for some of the songs on the album 1. It's a really good album. I looked them up in Prague archives, and I found out that they made a few other albums, but Love the vocal styles of the singer on this album. I'm really glad to have that in my Prague collection. This other album, it's not Prague, but I read about this musician, and I want to say he's kind of like, he's folky. He's in the category of Prague and psychedelia, or psychedelic, excuse me. And kind of reminds me a little bit of Randy Newman. Some of the songs are a little dark. A very talented musician. Bill Fay, F-A-Y, Life is People. Pick this up. It's a really good double album. It's on the Deep Oceans label. I'll give a little glimpse of what that label looks like. It's really cool. It's got this like looking old school swirl. But like I said, it's folk. I guess you say folky, but it's really he's really a great artist. I like a lot of his songs. One of my favorite songs on this album is "A City of Dreams." Oh, let me show the inside. But yeah, Bill Fay, and I was one that I traded for. This next album was something Diana showed on one of her videos. Barrios Monaco, Turkish artist. This album right here rocks. That's all I can really say. I love it. It's great stuff. Really, really good. Some soul, funk. Time it gets a little proggy edge to it. It's put on this the label. Let's see here. Fairway Sounds. But here's the label of it right there. I do plan to get some more of his records. This one right here, I've been playing it quite a bit, and really enjoy it. And I really like this artist. So thank you, Diana, for showing this great artist. And here's the back cover again. Good stuff. The next one I picked up in the sales person that worked at the store said this is an album that had a different album cover. It's Goblin, and the title has something to do with blood or much blood, but it's from a soundtrack. And she said that this one had a different album cover, and I was in the hunt for looking for this album. Goblin is definitely one of my favorite bands, and I don't know if you can really see this, but this is the label in the middle of it. But it's just good album. And I have one more that I picked up, and this one right here is I call this like a electronic acoustic experimental record. It's put out by the label Dual Planet. It's Eric Side or something, but this is the album. And what this album is, from what I read about it, it is a collection of rare library 78 which soundtracked the early 60s Doctor Who television series. This is really good stuff. I found this on clearance, but here's the label, Dual Planets, this nice little green label. This is really good stuff to listen to. It's one of those albums that if you like this sort of thing, you'd play this album over and over and over. I mean, until you're like, okay, but it's good stuff. And I was happy to find that and then trade for that. Well, that's all I have for right now. I do have some more videos lined up of some other things that I've traded or picked up here recently. But I just wanted to give a vinyl update of some of the new things that I added to the collection in 2017. Prog Rock Tommy, Hope everyone is doing well. It's Saturday here, nice, cold, and chilly. I'm staying inside, drinking some coffee, and spinning wax. Until the next video, everyone, take care.